So good morning everyone, and yeah, welcome back. Beautiful day, and I'm just about to head off, well I am heading off to see about a new bike. You're probably all very surprised, but I am actually selling my BMW R1250 GS Adventure, and if you are interested, well, don't hesitate in contacting me. It is a really excellent bike, and you cannot do anything wrong with the GS. Even the old 1250, we call it old, but it's not really old. It's a 2019 model. It's got 20,000 kilometers on it. I'm looking for around about 18.5 for it. New would cost you around about 25. I have the navigation, I have all the luggage, and so on and so on. So if you're interested, do not hesitate in contacting me. The bike is absolutely spotless. Right, well, where are we off to? In fact, we are off to Frankfurt, into the city centre, the Big Smoke. And we're going to be having a look at two bikes that I might be interested in buying. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch you off until I get there, because I'll be heading onto the motorway, and that'll be very boring, and it'll give you a little bit of time to think about what I'm actually going to buy. So I'll see you later. Right, here we are, Frankfurt East. And it's somewhere in there somewhere, on the Hanauer Landstraße. So we'll be heading off now in a second. Just wanted to show you this bridge. This is an impressive city. I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn my head around so far as to give you a look at the central bank and the entire city, but I'm going to try. So this is the mine, which we're just going over now, and there's Frankfurt. Oh my goodness, trying to film it and stay on the bike at the same time, so we have to go off here. This is a very busy part of the city in the morning. You're usually stuck in a bit of a traffic jam here on this. It could take up to 10 minutes just to get up to this traffic light here, which can be a terrible pain in the backside. Right, now this will give me a little chance now just to have a chat with you about what I am considering. I'm actually considering on selling my CBF600 and my GS Adventure, and holding on to my beloved XJ651J, because I restored it, and I might give you a chance to have a little look at the bike itself in its fully restored condition on this video, if I can remember. So I'm going to be selling two bikes, and I'm going to be buying one. Now, reason for that is because I need the space. I'm going to give up my other garages, and I'm going to be moving my car, which is the BMW Z1, into my garage at home to use over this summer. I have to do a few little things to it. I have to service it for one, and of course services for one, and then Jesus, that was a bit weirdy there. There's a bloke on a, Jesus, I don't know if you've seen him. You might see him passing now with a yellow sort of a cat suit on him, on a motorcycle along the side of me. I don't know, maybe you saw him in my mirror, but it was very, very strange. But anyway, I'm looking at a few different bikes. I'm looking at Ducatis. I'm going to be looking at BMWs, I'm going to be looking at Hondas. So I'm starting off today with the CB1000R and the CB650R, which are naked bikes. What's going on here? Really weird guys here. Look, this is Frankfurt for you here. Just about to all on drugs there, having mega fights. God almighty. And there we are, there's Honda just beside Porsche. I'm on the train tracks, which is lovely. And look at that place. And I don't know if you can see the bikes upstairs. The whole back of that area there are full of bikes. There's 3 salesmen up there. They didn't seem very busy during the week, and I told them about my intentions, and they offered me a ride out on each one. So you know, I've an hour and a half on each bike, which is plenty of time really to have a look at a bike and see what it's like. And I'm going to knock you off here because this is going to get very boring here. There's parking in the back of this place, which is really nice, and there's even a special spot for motorcycles at the end, which is even nicer. Motorbikes parking spot, which is nice and full as well. Now what do? We just reverse in there. I'm not a fan of Honda cars too much. I know they are good, and I couldn't really be very much bothered with them. But the CB is a lovely bike, and I'll get back to you in a minute on it. Right then, there's some lovely bikes here. Absolutely gorgeous. I actually like the new CL500. It actually looks quite nice. Let's give you a little look at that. And down there they have the used bikes. And there we go. Nice. Don't know where the guy is. I wouldn't mind a CBR either. I drove this bike here, the CBR650R. Have a look at that video, that's nice. And then we have the CBR1000R there, beautiful looking. Nice. Right then, let's have a look at this thing. This is the 1000 Black Edition. And this is the 650. Alright folks. Oh! That was not a good start. That was the E-clutch. To get used to that. So what side of the road are we on? Rightio. So we're on our way. That's some nice quick shifter. Beautiful. The bike feels very small straight away. I'm leant a little bit forward. So what was that? That's the clutch doing all funny weird things. Rightio. We are on the Honda CB650R. Indicators are in the wrong place. Have to get used to that. Beautiful quick shifter, I must say. Bloody hell. What are the mirrors like? The mirrors are good. I can actually see an awful lot behind me. So what's the seating position like? I'm right up against the tank now, and I've a lot of room on the seat, which is quite hard, but not bad at all, really. Seats do need to bed in a little bit. They take around about 500 or 600 kilometers. Right, here we go again with the indicators. Am I in 6th? I am in 6th. So I'm getting a little bit of buzziness through the handlebars and through the foot pegs. But it pulls very nicely, this bike. And it really is not bad. Now, as soon as you let off the acceleration, you get that sort of a buzz. Yes, I'm getting it there every time I let go. But when she's pulling, she's actually quite okay. Now the buzziness is not too bad. Well, we're up to 140, 6th gear. Let's see what she does when we open her up. Not a huge amount. 8,000 revs. Now she's coming. Now she wants to do a little bit more. So we're getting a lot of power. Around about 8,000, 9,000. Up into the power band then. The bike feels small. And I must say my legs are not tucked up too much. It's actually quite a nice seating position. I'm leant slightly forward, and I'm getting quite a lot of wind, but it's clear wind, it's clean wind. Let's just get in here now a little bit. So 120 kilometers an hour is around about 70. So that'll be your cruising speed now, 128, 130 kilometers an hour on the motorway. And it's nice clean air that I'm getting onto my helmet. I can now open up my vents and get some air. Yes, that works nicely. If you have a screen, you don't get an awful lot of air. And that is very nice. I'll just close it up there because I think that will probably be quite noisy. Right, let's just drop down 1 or 2 gears. We're in 4th now, and I'll just give it the welly. Yeah, above 8,000. It's a quick bike, this. It is quick, and I need to get over here because I'll need to be getting out. Oh, quick shifter is buttery smooth. Bloody hell. Back brake is as I expected. Alright. Oh yes, that quick shifter is good. Now, she does feel nice on the road, I must say. Feels very nice. Do you know... Oh, here I am doing the clutch again. Now, I'm in 1st, and I do not pull the clutch in, and I just stop. That's the E-clutch doing its thing. I could actually get used to that, because it saves you quite a lot of effort. Now let's see how this thing moves on. Yeah, a bit of jerkiness, but not too bad. Bloody hell. Now I want to get past both of these blokes before we get... I'm actually wrong here, aren't I? Where the hell am I? This is sending me back onto the motorway. Did I go out wrong here, did I? No, this is nice. Wherever this is taking me, let's do it. Nice. Very easy to use bike. The bars are not super wide, but they're actually quite nice. And the bike is nimble. It is nimble. Yeah, very nimble. Yeah, you can just flick this around. Bloody hell, Christ almighty. Right, I have to be a bit careful because there's 41 kilometers on the bike in total, so it's running in, and I don't want to rev the guts out of it. Or right, let's see, what does she do? She goes into neutral. You do nothing. So this is basically automatic. All you need to do is just change gears. Okay, that's a bit lumpy, but you would get used to it. I can actually hear. Wow, that is very smooth, folks. Very, very smooth. Right, so what do we do here? We go out here. I think I went wrong somewhere. Very nice and smooth. Why are these people stopping? Right. I'm in third. Look at that, and it's flashing to tell me I'm in the wrong gear. But it did pull off, didn't it? Right, now I know I'm right. I feel like I'm sitting over the front wheel, which is nice. I feel totally in control of this bike. It is nice, no doubt about it. Will I get him? Yes, because this corner is nice. Drop down a few. Now, as I said, it does have new tires, so we don't want to be overdoing it. Do you know, for an everyday commuter, absolutely perfect, this bike. I feel very comfortable on it. I feel really like it's an easy bike to ride, and it's a Honda. You just sort of feel the quality. I mean, these are definitely made to a budget. This bike is just between 10 and 11 grand, and at 11 and a half you will have it totally specced out. What is that? That's traction control. You can turn off, and I'm not going to go into any of the menus here because I just basically want to ride it and give you my feelings about what it is. How does it feel with the e-clutch? Now, up until now, it's been fabulous. nobody can dispute. The E-clutch is a handy thing to have. It's a handy thing to have, especially if you do a lot of town riding. I mean, there's no more looking for neutral. You just end up in first gear and stop, and the bike does the rest for you. So let's see if we can get a little sneaky little overtake in here. Ah, there's a truck there now. He's too close. That's not a good idea. But what we could do is we could stop here. I know there's a little lay-by here somewhere. No, there's not. Ah, there it is. Damn. Right, can I get up to the front here with my E-clutch? Okay, didn't go into gear. That's actually my fault, I think, because I didn't pull the lever up fully and it seems to do sort of a little jolt. Oh, this is definitely a nice bike. Clean air, it's comfortable. I feel like I have it very much under control, even though we have brand new tyres on it. We do a little stop to have a look at it, folks. Now the E-clutch is not getting in my way whatsoever. It's down there, if you can, it's down there sticking out a little bit, but it's nowhere near. I can hardly, even with trying to lean down, I can then touch it with my shin, but it's nowhere in the way. Absolutely perfect. I'm having a bit of bad luck now with the traffic on this road. I thought lunchtime might be a good time, but damn, these are my favorite turns here. The lovely S. Behind a Ford Mondeo. Isn't that lovely? Alright, let's go in here. No one behind me. Damn. Down the gears. And this is a nice place to stop. I want to actually get over the other way so that you can have a look at the E-clutch. Let's knock it off. There's the bike in red. Isn't that nice? It is nice. I'm not too happy with the funny looking scales on the tail there, but there's another thing, which is these are the inlets here, air inlets. Oh, quite wobbly. Oh, and you have the indicators on as daytime riding lights. Okay. I like the I do like the headlamp. It is nice. Yeah. And there's the E-clutch. It sticks out, I'd say, around about 10 centimeters, or maybe 8 in all. But it doesn't get in your way, and you get very used to it. That's it there now from the side. It's a good looking bike. Nice looking swing arm at the back. Chunky, with the hugger on it. Nissan brakes at the back. 180 tyres at the rear, which are Dunlops, and I think there's 120s on the front. Yeah, Nissan brakes, radial discs, huge discs actually, and sort of goldy tires matching the engine color. Yeah, nice. Fairly sort of stumpy looking seat, but the bike looks short and it feels short because it's very agile. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to I'll keep on going. I was going to go back early, and let's see what happens when you start. I'm in first gear. Can you start? No. Get it into neutral, and then the clutch is suddenly pulled. That is weird. So what do we do now? Can I just knock it into first? Yes. And the clutch is pulled. Look at that. So that's the clutch working there. Now I'm going to just let everyone pass a little bit here. Yeah, there's a car coming. So oh, really nicely rev matching. It is a quick bike. It's a 650 and it is a quick bike, folks. Now, oh, there's a camera down here. Look at that, 300 meters. It's warning me, my Kali motor. Look at that. So I'm going straight through here. I don't want to get them by camera. Not on a bike I don't own either. Yeah, very nice. Comfortable, but small. It's going to be fun preparing this now, comparing this to the CB1000R, and I think I'm going to probably prefer the 1000cc. Not because this is in any way slow. It's a quick enough bike, it really is. It's fast enough to do anything on, or to do everything on. Now what's getting to me now a little bit is I am leaning forward quite a lot, and I can feel it a little bit in my back. It's not uncomfortable, it's definitely not uncomfortable. I feel really at home on this bike. I feel like it's easy to ride, it's comfortable, it's quick, it's doing everything I want it to. The little TFT there is nice, the screen is nice, it has everything on it. I have a fuel gauge, I have the gear select where I want it, I have a rev counter. Now I do not know if, oh, I had my head beams on, right, okay, now I got it. To the right of the screen, I just go down there and let you have a little look at the screen there. To the right of it, there's all these little thingies like telephone and the right, okay, now does it just, I'm in first gear, folks, and as you can see the clutch, I just pulled that there and let you have a look at it. That is that has disengaged. Yeah, the little screen does all it needs to. You know, there's, what do you want? What do you want on a bike? Do you want everything? Well, if you want everything, oh, I'm not good at that. Right, what happened there was, folks, I pulled the clutch because I wanted to pull off. Now I just needed to accelerate, and this is, you know, you really do. I'm an experienced rider and I've been pulling a clutch for my whole life, and now to set off and not pull the clutch, I suppose you have to treat it like as if you're riding a scooter, and all you need to do then is just change gears. Now I have the revs up, and I can change down perfectly, and it holds its speed. It's not going anywhere. That is interesting. So now I'm going to drop off the gas, the accelerator, and drop down the gears in a second, and drop down them quite fast as well. Yeah, I'm going to try and get up to the front here. Right. So I'll give people a wave to let them know thank you for letting me up to the top of the queue. Right folks, I'm not going to pull in the clutch this time. I'm just going to accelerate off, and I'll accelerate a little bit harder off and see what the clutch does. This is weird. I hope it works. Got it. This is a speed camera, 70. Don't know where, but this would have totally have fucked me up if I was caught. Oh, it's a little bit further up. Where is there a speed camera here? There should be one right here somewhere. Bloody hell. Is that it? Could be. God, that gave me a fright. I was accelerating like a madman. Well, definitely accelerates off the mark. It's not mind-blowing, but it's not too bad, is it? And the suspension is nice and comfortable in a straight line, and the bike is very, very stable in a straight line. Honest to God, it keeps its line beautifully. It's very confidence-inspiring, as people say nowadays. I can't see the front wheel, which is a little bit weird. It's down there, but it's sort of tucked in under the bike. Right, I'm getting the vibrations again, and I'm just going to knock down a little bit. Yeah, and you can sort of feel them at different stages. I sort of feel them at around about 5,000 and 7,000 revs, and then they seem to go away and come back again. But that's not a major issue. It's a nice bit of countryside here, isn't it? Right folks, that was the Honda CB650R, and I've not an awful lot to say about it. It's a nice little bike, accelerates well, pulls off in 6th gear, pulls off in every gear. The E-clutch is not bad at all. I mean, I think it's only 500 euros more. Somebody said it was 100 euros more, but I'd actually read in the spec sheet that it's actually 500 euros more, which is, do you need it? Well, if you do town stuff, I suppose it would be a great idea. Right, find the indicator again. It's all the way down there, the horn above it, which is weird. Now I'm in 3rd gear, and if you can see that flashing there, I'll go into 2nd, I'll go into 1st, stops flashing, tells me I'm doing the right thing. Yeah, it is intelligent. It's very smart. So anyway folks, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the ride out on the bike here. I've much enjoyed it. It's been a short trip, But let's get back and then on to the CB1000. See you in a bit. Actually, one last thing, I just wanted to let you know that I actually do find the brakes good on this bike. Nice bite. Not the ultra high quality brakes now you get on a Ducati or something like that, but absolutely sufficient. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing there. Sort of around the third gear, I just seem to... Wow, it's fast. Now let's try the brakes. Back brake, a little bit weak. Front brake bites and then actually does quite well at it. Very vibratory bike. No, I'm looking forward now to the bike, the CB1000R. I think that is going to be more of my deal. Even though the E-clutch is a good thing, see in a bit, I just wanted to let you know that the brakes are actually quite... Right folks, just a little bit of a sound check here. Nice, nice. Let's get down back to the exhaust and see what it sounds like from back here. Little stubby exhaust on it. Ah yes. So what would happen folks if I was in gear? Would this bike take off if I did that? It would. Or is there a sensor on it? Anyone tell me that? Just doing a sound check. So I have changed the dash on it. I have a different display and I much prefer this display here. It's a lot neater. I always like a round display, an awful lot better. So, sound check done. Let's have a little smoke. See you in a bit.